Your brother has this because he created the same environment that your father probably created. It's not dangerous and false, it's actually science, and you taking it so personally really means you need this book. So let's just get into it a little bit deeper. When you change your emotions, you can change the expression of your genes, because you are sending a new chemical signal to your DNA, which can then instruct your genes to make different proteins, upregulating or downregulating to make all kinds of new building blocks that can change the structure and function of your body. For example, if your immune system has been subject to living in the emotions of stress for too long and has certain genes activated for inflammation and disease, or in this case, self-pity, you can turn on new genes for growth and repair and switch off the old genes responsible for disease. And at the same time, these epigenetically altered genes will begin to follow new instructions, making new proteins and programming the body for growth. Over here, in order for a cell to make a protein, a gene must be expressed. That's the job of genes, to facilitate making proteins. When the signal from the environment outside the body reaches the cell membrane, the chemical is accepted by the receptor outside of the cell, and it makes its way to the DNA inside the cell. Then, a gene makes a new protein that's equal to that signal. So if the information coming from outside the cell does not change, the gene keeps making the same protein and the body stays the same. Over time, the gene will begin to downregulate. It will either shut off its healthy expression of proteins, or it will eventually wear out, like making a copy of a copy of a copy, causing the body to express a different quality of proteins. That sounds like what's happened up here. As you read earlier in the chapter, this means that if you're living by the same emotions day in and day out, your body believes it's in the same environmental conditions. Then those feelings influence you to make the same choices, causing you to demonstrate the same habits, and then create the same experiences that then produce the same emotions all over again. Thanks to these automatic programmed habits, your cells are constantly being exposed to the same chemical environment outside your body, in your environment, as well as outside the cells, but within your body. The chemistry keeps signaling the same genes in the same way. So you're stuck because when you stay the same, your genetic expression stays the same. And now you are headed for a genetic destiny because you don't have any new information coming from the environment. This book is Becoming Supernatural, and this book has tons of scientific information, including graphs, including tons of resources that you can find, including brain scans that show exactly what happens whenever you decide to change your attitude. I highly recommend getting this because this book is super, super helpful. If you liked this book, you're going to love this book. Hope that helps.